A lamb rack looks impressive served up as a meal, but we don't get that overall charring that we love, and charring is flavour. So let me show you how I cook a charred lamb rack using this 730 gram rack I picked up from Mick out of Gippsland Premium Meats. To prep, all you have to do is remove it from any packaging it might be in and trim off the excess fat. If you're not sneaking a beer while trimming your meat, that should be illegal. Mary had a little lamb and we're going to cook it and eat it. I'm loving the use of Vegemite on my roasts lately. It gives such a umami boost in flavour. Once the lamb rack is seasoned all over, you can just pop it aside until we get the barbecue ready. Today, I'm using a 57cm Weber kettle and I'm pairing it up with one charcoal basket, some grill grates, and some original heat beads briquettes because I want to be cooking at temps of 180 degrees Celsius today. Carefully and responsibly put your grill back in place. Put the lid back on, making sure all the vents are wide open, and we're going to let that Weber warm up for 10 minutes. I'm going to use the grill grates to sear the lamb later on. If you don't own grill grates, use a cast iron pan. Cooking time, including the rest, will be around 45 minutes for this recipe. Or for those of you who love to follow my beer timer, you're looking at a 2-beer cook. So, beer me up with a better beer. The barbecue's ready, so it's time for an inspection. What? I mean, I'm going to add internal meat probe to track the internal temp to 50 degrees Celsius. Place the rack of lamb on the opposite side of the lit fuel with the bones facing the fuel. Put the lid back on, making sure that lid vent is over the rack of lamb. Why? Because that way we're drawing the heat directly over our food. I place the lamb on the opposite side of the lit fuel because I don't want it to burn. The lamb has reached 50 degrees Celsius internally, so it's time to get it out of the barbecue. I'm going to let that rack of lamb rest for 8 minutes. Why? Because it is recommended to rest your meat for 1 minute per 100 grams. I'm also going to leave the lid off the Weber. That way we get as much oxygen to that charcoal as possible to heat up those grill grates. Once the lamb is rested, it's time to grill. The finished internal temp of these cutlets should be around 55 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. Grill grates add that great cross pattern if you change the angle while grilling any of your meat. Since the lamb's already been rested, we can dive straight in and eat it. And the results are, it's super tasty, not dry, but moist, smut.